Today I'm going to do a video about some of the products that I highly recommend for moms-to-be and new moms. I found these very helpful when I had Aiden. They made things a little bit easier and a little bit more convenient. For starters, I had the Eddie Bauer Diaper Caddy. Any diaper caddy will do. I just really liked this one specifically because of the size, the color, the design. We did diapers on one side. On the other side I did hand sanitizer, diaper ointment, wipes. There's two pockets on either side here on the outsides. There's another pocket on the inside here as well. And this middle piece actually velcros in, so you could take it out if you don't want it or leave it in there. Also, I recommend getting a nursing pillow, especially if you're going to breastfeed. This was really helpful for me. This one is the Boppy, but you don't have to get the Boppy brand. You get whatever brand. They all work the same as far as I know. It's more of a personal preference. And it just slips on you like this, so then you're able to nurse your child whichever direction you want, or the football hold, or all that good stuff. I do suggest getting a pillow that has a cover that comes off. This one just has a zipper, so you can unzip it, take the cover off it, throw it in the washer and dryer, and then put it right back on. Made it really nice because Aiden unfortunately spit up a lot on this pillow, and so I'd have to wash this cover all the time. So maybe you should get two covers actually. I also recommend the Boppy Lounger. This, I believe, is actually called the Infant Lounger. It has this side, which is really fuzzy and soft, and the other side is just plain design on it with a handle so you can carry it when you need to move it from room to room. But I loved this because I hung out in the living room a lot with Aiden. We didn't really keep him back in a bedroom or anything like that. We always like to be out in the main area of the house, and there were times where it's like Corey and I wanted to sit there and watch a movie or something, and Aiden was cluster feeding every 20 minutes. He wanted to nurse, and so I'd nurse him. I'd keep him swaddled. I could set him right in here next to me on the couch, and then when he wanted to feed again, I could just grab him, feed him, and then put him right back in it, and that way he could sleep right there next to us. We weren't having to get up and down, didn't have to put him in and out of a swing or a bedroom or anything like that, so it made it really convenient. I loved this so much. The only thing I do recommend is putting like some kind of swaddle or receiving blanket or something down on it before you put the baby on it, because this does not come off, this cover. So if they spit up on it or have a blowout on it or anything like that, you can't just take this off and throw it in the washing machine. You have to figure out another way to clean it, which we did have happen a couple times. I also highly recommend a diaper genie. You could put it right in your nursery, able to throw all your dirty diapers in there. It traps the smell. You don't have to worry about a stinky garbage can full of dirty diapers. It's very convenient, very easy. And mine actually, I know some vary in design, but the one I have has the foot pedal, so it made it nice to not have to worry about trying to open a lid or have the hand for it. I could just step on the pedal, throw the diaper in there, and be done with it. And along the same lines, I also recommend getting a roll of the diaper bags. They're also like, people use them for doggy bags or doggy bags for diaper bags. They're the same thing, just different colors pretty much. And it was super convenient when we were out on the go and we'd have to do a diaper change and Aiden would have a dirty diaper. We could take the diaper, put it in this bag, tie it up, and then find a trash can. That way we weren't walking around with a stinky diaper, or when I had to change him in the car, I didn't have a dirty, stinky diaper stinking up my car. I could throw it in this bag until we got home, and then I could put it in the trash can. I do recommend getting some kind of portable swing. This is by Fisher-Price. I don't know the name of this swing, but this one, it swings, it vibrates, it plays music. It's got the little toys that hang. I really love this. It folds up this way, and then it also completely collapses, like folds into itself the other way. And so it gets nice and small and compact, which was nice when we didn't have a lot of space in our old apartment. And it was really convenient for times when I needed to do something in a room that we didn't necessarily have like a good spot to set him down or couldn't fit the swing in there. For example, I used to bring this in the kitchen with me all the time. I would put him in this all the way to the one side of the kitchen so he could watch while I cooked or got dishes done or whatever the case may be. You know, stand at the counter and eat, whatever I was doing that day. And that way he was right there. I could keep an eye on him. He was able to swing. It's super fluffy and comfortable too. So, but I loved this and highly recommend it. And it's also really convenient when you need to pee and you have to bring the baby in the bathroom with you, you could put him or her in the swing real quick, do your thing, and then take them back out, back into the room you were in. I also recommend some kind of baby carrier. This is the Moby wrap. It's all folded up in here. It's really long and wide wrap that you can use to kind of swaddle them against you with. Hands-free, makes life a little bit easier being able to do that. I do also have another baby carrier. I believe it's the Ergo Baby 360 with the infant insert. It was a lifesaver. There were times where I could not get Aiden to settle down. I'd put him in the carrier and then he would just immediately fall asleep because he's being squished against me. He's happy, I'm happy, I have hands, I can still do stuff then. Made life just a little bit easier. Made it a little bit easier for outings too. We didn't have to take a stroller or carry around the car seat or anything like that. We could just put him in a baby carrier and wear him, and it was just a lot more convenient and a little bit easier that way too. Something else that I recommend that I don't have here, it's in my car, is the mirror for the back seat. You put it on the headrest of the seat that the baby's car seat is in, so it faces them. So when you're driving or you're up front, you can look in the mirror and look back and see that baby in the back seat. With them rear facing, without that mirror, you can't see them, they can't see you, which can get a little scary at times when you're in the car alone with your baby and they start to fuss, or they've been really quiet for too long, but you could hear them kind of moving around. You get a little nervous, so to see them in that mirror, for sure it helps and it gives you that little bit of peace of mind. Not to mention that baby being able to look in the mirror once they hit the certain age where they can see better. They look in that mirror, they can see you. It makes them feel better. I know that helps me a lot with Aiden when he gets fussy. Being able to see me settles him down some. So that is a big, big, big recommendation. I do also recommend, and I know they can get kind of pricey, but when you're looking at a baby monitor, I recommend getting one that has the screen where you can see your baby. I actually have mine right here. Aiden's taking a nap right now, so he is on the screen. But I love this one. It's from Motorola. I got it from Target. I am able to move the camera around. I'm able to adjust the sound for how loud or quiet it is that I hear him. The brightness of the screen. I can play music. I can talk to him through it. It tells me the temperature in the bedroom. It has a daytime and nighttime setting, so it'll go into nighttime mode if it's too dark in there, and so I'm able to see him better because it does like the nighttime lighting, or like the camera itself does a nighttime lighting camera, and so it's super convenient. It definitely makes me feel better than the ones where you can only hear them and not see them. I also recommend, especially if you're breastfeeding, to do a rock and play or some kind of co-sleeper next to the bed. If you plan on doing the baby in their own crib, that's perfectly okay as well. I did a rock and play next to the bed. I put Aiden in there at night and he would wake up every 2 to 3 hours to nurse. I was able to just roll over, go ahead and pick him up, bring him in the bed, nurse him, get him burped, his diaper changed, and then put him back into that rock and play and get him back to sleep pretty easily. He was right there. I didn't have to get up and down too much. I didn't have to leave the room. I was able to just pick him up, and when there were times where he would fuss a little bit and he didn't need to nurse, he just needed a little bit of a soothing touch, and then he'd go right back to sleep. It made life a lot easier, and it did cut down on the amount of sleep that I lost doing that. So those are some of the products that I used with Aiden that I recommend for new moms or mommies to be. I found these very helpful, and I hope you do too. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave in the comments below if there's anything you feel I left out, or if you have a product that you really like that you recommend. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week.